We now have affirmation from the CFTC of what's approximately to show up, and it is very, very massive. Welcome to the channel. Everyone, my call is Nick. For the ones that are new to the channel, with any luck by the cease of this video, you do end up a subscriber. So like I did say, sure, the CFTC did warn us approximately what's coming, and it's far a totally very huge event, but this is going to reset a huge part of the markets. And whilst they arrive lower back online, they may be on virtual rails. This isn't some conspiracy idea. This is something that we had been speaking approximately for some time. They need these huge occasions to push us into foremost modifications. If we go returned in time, this changed into 2017. This was from the Financial Institution for International Settlements, and it became titled Dispense Ledger Technology and Price Clearing and Agreement. And this changed into a framework, again in 2017. And if we surely examine the process right here, we've DLT, or blockchain era, has captured the attention of many in the economic area, consisting of those lively in price clearing and agreement with its promise to greater efficiency and better resiliency. And over the beyond months, there had been numerous public announcements and news articles about a new challenge partnership or a round of funding investment or a white paper on DLT. Central banks have also introduced DLT-related research or projects in guide of private zone improvement of this technology. And we additionally have the principal goal of the framework is to assist recognize the uses of DLT, and in doing so discover each the opportunities and demanding situations associated with this technology in a crucial part of the financial gadget. And feature it turn out to be a critical part of the financial device. We have at the lowest there, even though innovation in price clearing and agreement has been on the coronary heart of the Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure, CPMI group, because it's established order. Why is that this essential? Because Ripple these days joined the CPMI organization about more or less 12 months ago. Remember, this is from 2017. This is why these PDF documents, those essential frameworks are critical to realize approximately nowadays. And additionally, the Federal Reserve also positioned out a report regarding DLT and payments clearing and settlement. And this changed into again in 2016. This is how wild the timeline has been in relation to DLT. However, they were planning to introduce DLT inside the clearing and agreement infrastructure of the global financial machine for some time. And even over right here, from October of 2022, DLT can also suggest removal of clearing is in reality feasible. This was at CBO's return in 2022. If we, without a doubt, look here, I'm a believer of the many blessings of DLT. DLT is an era infrastructure that permits file updating across a community that is able to spread across multiple locations. Markets are currently fragmented across many structures, and some asset classes are more electronically traded than others. We would possibly need some different technology on pinnacle of that. However, it will evolve and performance will boom. In the end, we are able to move to at least one infrastructure. I don't think it makes feel for an enterprise to keep onto its legacy infrastructure and build a brand new arm and run it in parallel. So absolutely converting the legacy infrastructure to new infrastructure. We additionally have issuing digital native bonds and equities on a virtual trade allows the use of much less liquidity and less collateral. AKA, we are about to see most important adjustments going on around each unmarried marketplace. Finance as a whole is converting. The removal of clearing is really feasible. He brought that this may even have a large effect at the custodian banks and asset managers. Those publish exchange sports, which includes transaction processing, agreement, and custody, will be incorporated and compressed into one ledger. I think this is something that will take a number of the costs out of the enterprise. When we talk to our modern customers and prospective customers, this perception of creating the complete fee chain extra integrated and greater powerful is a totally appealing prospect. And we additionally have down right here that many firms, which include JP Morgan, have experimented on tokenizing cash through proprietary tokens. This is precisely what is happening proper. Tokenization is the key around all of this. And yes, it does cast off those clearing houses. It gets rid of clearing itself due to the fact now we've instant settlement done. There's no one to have those costly processes in the back of shifting cash, settling money. Also over right here from the DTCC, will blockchain revolutionize clearing and settlements? It will. We recognize that it's going to. And in fact, the DTCC has been shifting closely on agreement techniques, which we will communicate about. However, additionally over here, going lower back to May of 2021, because focused at the dates right here, this was March of 2021. Just a few months later, we get this from the Sector Monetary Forum, Digital Property, Allotted Ledger Technology, and the Destiny of Capital Markets. If we surely examine this proper, this changed into all of the essential gamers that had been tied return to DLT experiments. So, guys, do you observe something? Look at all of the massive fundamental banks, even some significant banks here, most important businesses as nicely. This could be very thrilling. 8 workshops have been carried out over the direction of 2020, all virtually. These introduce collectively executives from banks, asset managers, exchanges and infrastructure companies, monetary generation companies and regulators for a sequence of interactive discussions. 3 workshops were focused on trends from a regional attitude, North America, Europe and Asia Pacific. While 5 had been targeted on emerging use cases of DLT inside particular asset lessons or product strains, equities, debt, securitized products, derivatives, and securities financing and asset management. Hi there, this is all markets with a view to be tokenized and wager what's in the back of these markets, quadrillions, that's right. I said quadrillions of dollars over right here. This file will offer executives, regulators, and policymakers with insights on the rising uses of DLT in capital markets. Do you guys see what is going on right here? I apprehend that matters might appear like they are sluggish. Things are not absolutely occurring behind the scenes of crypto. No, not anything's being followed. Guys, they were planning these things for a very long term. Go return to 2017, all of an unexpected increase, leap ahead to 2020. Now we have a lot of these major banks, these major gamers running with inside the DLT area, quietly, but so many people are just warding off these documents. They do not even read them, but if you consider this study, all the huge gamers that were tied to this, you've got the CFTC right here, BlackRock, big asset management companies, banks, they all have been making ready for a while. And even if we have a look at this, right? We have this document will explore some of the methods wherein capital markets, establishments, and technology firms are experimenting with or constructing products enabled by using DLT. They are actually experimenting and building with DLT already. We'll illustrate how character DLT use cases may additionally address challenges or inefficiencies in unique markets. Share insights from applicable specialists on capability paths for challenges or enablers for those use cases. Highlight examples of firms bringing precise use instances to market and summary details on each. Now, if we actually appearance further into this, we've got here a timeline. This is going lower back to April of 2021. Examples of use cases gaining traction. These are DLT packages are going live across the capital markets. And if we simply appearance, we've got the proof of concept right here. That is corporate bond, origination, workflow, public fund distribution, public fund administration as nicely. Then we additionally have the release scheduled right here. Look in any respect to this. This is around tokenization, go border, collateral settlements, bills, all of that. And these are beginning to turn out to be a massive, big cognizance now. And even over here, we have summary of emerging use instances due to the fact the only huge aspect that I'm looking at is fundamental marketplace infrastructure, replatforming using DLT. If we examine this with precise of emerging use case inside the fairness markets. Number one, replatforming existing submit change infrastructure. What? Replace present centralized post-change infrastructure, e.g. CSD, agreement gadget, and or clearinghouse with a DLT-based totally device, who, led by way of the present central infrastructure issuer, but in all likelihood to require operational modifications by using all clearing individuals. Why? Enable operational efficiencies from a shared single supply of truth and using smart contracts, potential for settlement flexibility, doubtlessly enable future innovation and interoperability with rising price systems, e.g. CBDCs. They are literally making ready for a tokenized digital economic machine. And what is crazy about all of this is we just got a main video launched. Big shout out to Subjective Views for this. This is from CFTC Commissioner Caroline D. Pham. We have a clearinghouse failure would be